I'm super stoked to get it done and to be able to stay here in New York and be a part of this team.
When we talked about it at the beginning of camp, I know you said you wanted to focus on hockey, but does this being done make it easier to focus on hockey for the season now?
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, I don't know if I would say anything else in that position. Obviously, I was not stressed maybe, but it still wasn't on the back of my mind. But I'm happy we got it done and can kind of put those questions away and just think about winning now.
How important was it for you to get to 8 years?
I mean, there were a lot of discussions going back and forth, obviously, like it is during a negotiation. And when I got presented this offer, I was happy with it. And overall, I think it's a good deal for me. I mean, I love it, and I think it's a good deal for the Rangers as well. I think they're happy as well. Otherwise, they wouldn't offer me that. So I'm sure both sides are really happy and happy it's done and happy that we can move on.
What do you think of the 6 alternate captains as opposed to just 1?
I mean, we've had 4 over the last few years, and I like it. I don't mind it at all. I mean, we have great leaders. We've had great leaders in this locker room, and then we added some more guys to that leadership group, and I feel really good. Everyone contributes, and just as a team, I feel like that's something good, and that's obviously something that Coach wanted, and what he feels comfortable with, and so do we.
Was it a surprise to you to not have one captain?
Both yes and no. I mean, there were talks about it, so I don't know if that was more the expectations from the outside than maybe in our locker room, but definitely happy with the guys we have. We have more leaders than the guys that have the A on the jersey. We have a lot of leaders in our locker room, so I think we have a good balanced group that way, and great balance between all the leaders.
Does the big contract put more on your shoulders with the team?
I mean, I like responsibility, so and I think either way this year, whatever would have happened if I decided to go to UFA, you want to have a good year, and it's simple answer no. I mean, I'm obviously from the outside it changes, but I'm where I'm at today because the type of player I am and what I've done and what I have to continue to do, contract or no contract. I think that's something that's kind of my expectation on myself to obviously level up. You want to do that no matter what, and that doesn't change the fact that I want to get better.
When you say the deal's good for the Rangers too, like nobody would blame you for trying to get as much as you possibly can, but understanding that it's been a flat cap and you got a lot of young players here who are all going to be due for new contracts, and like, does that enter into your thought process at all that you want to make sure some of your teammates who are here can stick around with you?
Yeah, I mean, the reason why I signed as well is just looking at the team we have right now, and just the way that these 3 weeks has been as well during camp, and we had that trip together. It was just, I wanted to stay, and I want all the guys on this team to stay as well. So obviously that was something that was talked about, and I feel like that's what I'm happy with. I mean, it's that's why I kind of said I feel like it's a great deal for both ways.
How do you look back at how much the game has evolved since joining the Rangers? I mean, being traded here.
Yeah, I mean, I came here as a 23-year-old, and I had high expectations on Rangers as an organization, New York City, the fans, but I didn't really know what to expect at that point anyways. Like, it was a kind of two-parted thing in my head when I came here, and just these years, it's been up and down, and a lot of played with a lot of great players, and that taught me a lot, and I feel for each year you play, you get obviously more experience and you understand what it takes to get better and what you have to do. And I think you realize it more yourself when you get older. So it's been a great 5 years so far, and that's why I'm so happy I'm here for many more to come.
How much have you embraced and enjoyed playing in New York, and how do you take that into a season with expectations facing you?
Again, I think I stand here before every season and get the same question about the expectations, and the expectations that I kind of value the most are my own, and from the outside, I know there's going to be expectations, but I kind of have to stay true to myself in terms of what kind of player I am and what areas I want to improve and what I need to do to help the team to get better. And again, it's you have one good season, then you're expected to do better the next season. And if you didn't have a good season, then you're expected to do better anyway. So you want to evolve each year, no matter what situation, what age, how many years you played, or whatever. So my expectations are obviously high for this team and for myself. And again, I'm super happy.
I think every year we hear, you want to get off to a good start, you want to get off to a good start. How much have you guys emphasized that in this camp for this team?
I think if you go through all the teams in NHL, everyone wants a good start. I don't think anyone want to go 0-8 to start off the season and have that feeling. I don't know, but obviously it's a process itself as well. I think we've seen some good progress during this camp and during the exhibition games, and it's not much different or a whole new situation with the coaching staff and the way he wants to play and the way they want to play. So I think it's just I think we've done a lot of good things on and off the ice to get this group together and to make sure that we're ready for the first game.
With the contract behind you, we talked last year about the effects that COVID had on you during the season last year. It felt like before COVID hit, you had a lot of momentum going. Now, mentally, physically, I mean, do you feel like you're ready to kind of pick that back up and reaffirm how good you are?
Yeah, I mean, again, it was what it was last year. It was a unique situation, but I felt like once I kind of got over it, the finishing the second half of the season was obviously you get more confident, and the better you feel, the more confident you get. So physically and mentally. So no, I mean I again I obviously want a better start than last year, but I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that we win.